Well, that sounded like welcome. Welcome to episode 19 of Two Guys, a Girl and Podcast. I'm just recording this as a precursor to the episode because unfortunately we had some technical issues which resulted in the loss of mine and Jess's audio tracks for this week's episode. So we're uploading it anyway just because we thought it was a good episode. You can barely hear me, you can kind of hear Jess, and you can hear John loud and clear. So it's kind of the John and Jess show this week. But what's new, eh? We all know everybody tunes in for those two anyway, because at least they think they're the stars of the show. But you know who the real star of the show is? The real star of the show is the person that puts all the work in every week to make sure the table's set up, the microphones are working correctly, admittedly not at this time, and that everything runs smoothly. But anyway, hopefully everybody will enjoy this, even if it is a tricky listen, and let's just get right into it. Okay, yeah, go!
Yeah. Two guys. Yeah. Two guys, a girl, and two guys, a girl. Two guys, a girl. Two guys and a girl.
I killed your buzz.
You killed my BuzzFeed
article.
So we won't talk about the clowns. I didn't know that they were doing stuff in Cardiff.
What, clowns?
Well, apparently there's been clown sightings in Cardiff.
Are you thinking like Ronald McDonald?
Oh, no. Well, it started in America, didn't it? But apparently there's lots of sightings in the UK as well.
Thing is, I think people forget that clowns are just people dressed up.
Clowns.
It's like, it's clowns!
But that's the creepy thing. Why are they dressing up as clowns and what are they trying to get out of it?
Well,
just scaring the shit out of people.
I've looked into this a bit, and it happens every 10 or so years.
Go on.
Like it happened in the 80s. They were I can't think of the word. A range of clown sightings, and it apparently happens a spate. What is a group of clowns called? A juggle.
Is it?
I don't know. A car of clowns. And it happens when people are like under economic stress and stuff, and like things aren't like particularly brilliant in America right now. So
they dress like clowns.
yeah, I don't know why. There's a guy, Lauren Coleman, who he's a cryptozoologist. I know him like because of Bigfoot. But yeah, he's gone into like mass panics and clown things, and he's written articles on it and stuff. About it's happened before. It's like it happens with like there'll be like the devil worshipper panic that happened in the 70s in America where everyone was yeah, that was kind of linked to it, but it's kind of everyone was obsessed with satanic cults were kidnapping children and having sex with them and murdering them, but there's actually no proof that it actually happened.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's kind of like everyone was like, oh, everyone's neighbour could be a Satanist kind of thing. But like, I don't think there's any proof that these clowns are actually doing anything apart from just standing.
Well,
there are clowns.
People are taking pictures of them, but whether they're...
But why clowns in economic stress?
I don't know. I didn't really read the article much.
It's a weird collective consciousness thing where like the universe is just like make everyone dress like clowns to alleviate the tension.
I think it would be some knobs dressed as... No, that sounds weird. Some knobs dressed up as clowns. That would look very strange, wouldn't it? No, I think some people just...
surprised.
A little red nose.
Some people dressed up as clowns, and obviously people are just copycats.
Jumping on the band.
Yeah. It says in this BuzzFeed article...
No.
That a professional clown has started a hashtag Clown Lives Matter movement.
For fuck's sake.
And they are saying that there are clowns out there doing bad things. Not all clowns are scary.
Hashtag not all clowns.
Hashtag get alive. And apparently there's a peace walk planned for Tuscan, America.
Yeah.
And it says, please wear your full clown face. How stupid.
No clown face.
No
hashtag.
Clown. Yeah. Hashtag no makeup.
So you decided to get ready then?
Yeah, that's why I wear a lot of makeup. I'm always prepared to be a clown.
The thing is, if a car pulls up to you and there's a clown in it, you don't know how many more clowns are in that car. Could be like 20 clowns.
Especially if it's like a Ford KA.
Indeed.
It's kind of like, I don't know. It's not that serious, but then
If they're trying to murder kids, if there's any
malicious
clown factions actually
Factions.
faction of clowns, yeah. But
Maybe they're just like juggalos. They're just out, like, you know.
if you were walking home late at night, it's dark,
I am the clown. So
and then just someone appears dressed as a clown and is watching you,
Yeah,
you'd be freaked out.
I wouldn't. Because it's just a person.
Yeah, but it's,
It's not like
I think it's the idea
They're not like
that
leprechauns or vampires.
They're disguising
What if they are?
themselves.
what if this is the new?
Clowns.
Maybe this is how the apocalypse starts. It's just clowns. There are
God.
magical beings called clowns.
And they pie you in the face, and then you become one of them.
They cream pie you, and that's what they use.
That's true. They do.
They cream pie you,
Yeah. Oh
and
no.
you just have to be funny all the time. Sounds terrible.
Fit right in, Jess.
I would fit right in.
You're halfway there.
Which half?
The makeup.
I don't know. It would be, I think it's the idea that they've disguised themselves. You can't see the person's face properly. If they've got clown makeup on or a clown mask, that's a little bit scarier. It's sinister.
I think if you're trying to abduct children, though, clown's probably not the best character to dress as.
What would you dress as?
Like
A teddy
kids.
bear,
No, kids are probably
Oh,
more likely to go up to
Andy.
Batman or something, wouldn't
I
they?
suppose.
We saw a guy yesterday dressed like Elmo riding a motorbike down Porthcurry. That
that's
was
cool.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Down
when it's out of
Porthcurry.
context.
Yeah, I think they were doing a kids event down in
Oh.
he didn't get changed there. He rode his bike as Elmo.
Well, you can't arrive, can you? You got to arrive as Elmo.
Yeah, it's
On
true.
his bike.
Yeah.
Kids all like,
He had learner stickers on it and everything. But when he looked at us, his whole head.
no.
Oh, he had the head on.
Yeah, he was
How could
full
he
Elmo.
see? That's dangerous,
Maybe
I
it
would
was
say.
really Elmo.
Maybe.
That's how Elmo got to-
Maybe.
He's moved to the UK to retire.
The guy who played him was convicted or
Alleged.
accused?
I think
Go for
we'll go for alleged,
Yeah.
accused,
Accused of underage.
bonking.
Yeah.
The bonks.
Yeah, underage tickle me. Games of underage tickle me with Elmo.
Yeah.
That's not a very good marketing slogan. Work on that.
Yeah.
clowns.
Hey, Ollie.
So hang on, you're saying you'd try.
Hey, Ollie.
Hang on, you're saying you try and lure kids into the woods
As Batman.
As Batman.
Yeah, it would work more.
Come with me.
You're never going to see your family again, just like me.
Do you want to grow up to be really like me?
Hey, Ollie.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Shave Club for Men?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me tell you. It's fantastic because men need to shave, especially us with beards, and these razors are great. It leaves my head as smooth as a criminal in a Michael Jackson song. Sorry, Jess, these aren't for you. You're a woman. And your beard is barely visible. Get your own club for kittens or tampons or something. Enter the code Dicks and Poops on Shave Club for Men website to receive 0% off your order. Shave Club for Men. It's not for women.
I can use razors.
That's our Yeah, but you can't use these razors.
Why?
We're sponsored this week.
Oh, wait?
Yeah, we're Shave Club for Men.
Yeah.
Why can't I use them on my legs?
'Cause
For men.
you can use them on the
Other
legs
men.
of the men in your life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Secretly,
fine.
though, maybe try that.
Maybe when they're not watching.
Yeah. Wouldn't
They
you
vet every customer.
Wouldn't you like a mail order kitten?
A mail order kitten.
Like subscription kittens sent to you every
Subscription
month.
kittens.
So when they get out of the cute phase, you just club them on the head. And
That's
chuck them
disgusting.
And
Don't
then you
ever
get-
say that. Don't
Yeah,
ever
you
say
would.
that.
No, like when they get to
No.
say,
Shut up.
maybe if they got to like 6 months old, they just disappear. And you get another one.
No.
out. Yeah.
No. How am I supposed to be a cat lady if they disappear?
Every 6 months, a box arrives with a new kitten, and you put the old kitten in it, and you send it away.
That's That's heartless.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep them. They're probably...
But-
no. There is a tampon subscription.
The returns box has a vial of poison in it, so it's like.
Ollie, I'm going to
So it's
punch
like
you in your
Schrodinger's
dick if
cat
you're not
every
careful.
month for you. Meow crate. Just log in and you get a fresh kitten sent to you every month.
That's disgusting.
Maybe it's like Schrodinger's crate, and you don't know whether it's alive or dead till you open it.
Schrodinger's crate.
Schrodinger's crate.
Christ.
And you don't know what colour kitten you're going to get.
Ooh, could be dodgy for kitten racists.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting involved in this.
No, you wouldn't want mail order
No.
kittens.
I wouldn't want mail order kittens. Mail order men, maybe.
Just one a month.
Yeah. Just
But you don't know what you're going to get.
No, new guy
There's a
every
theme
month.
every month.
You can return it if you want. A theme every month.
Yeah, it's like Loot Crate, but for men.
Yeah.
So,
Can you imagine that? Oh, that'd be so weird.
what would the themes be?
I don't know, like... Well... Valentine's, it would just be like a really romantic Italian guy.
Yeah. Specify, you tick the Italian
Yeah,
box.
yeah. Or French, aren't they romantic?
So what?
know.
All of them?
Smelly.
Or, well, allegedly. I don't know what the thing would be. Maybe each month they'd be a different superhero. They...
Well, like low self-esteem month, so you get a guy that just whinges at you. So you just gotta, oh, come on, it's fine. I'm sure that you won't get fired. It's okay. Come on. And then you do that for a month,
Yeah.
and then next month you
Like
might get,
therapy for them. What do I...
you get overconfident Guido month.
Mm.
You just get Jersey Shore boys who are like, hey, and they just walk around.
And they grab you by the pussy.
My mail order cat.
Your meow crate.
My
Yeah.
meow crate box. Oh, well...
No, you've obviously heard of the Donald Trump thing, right?
No.
I haven't heard about this.
Oh my god. Right, okay. A couple of years ago, Donald Trump was recording a cameo on like a daytime soap, like Days of Our Lives or something like that.
I was hoping you'd say like a hot mixtape.
And he
He's been in a porno, I know that. Or he was...
Oh dear.
He was like a cameo in a porno.
Really? I didn't know that.
He was on BuzzFeed. That's where I get all my news.
So anyway, this guy was recording like a documentary on him. This guy in America, like he's pretty famous. I've never heard of him. But before they pulled up in like a big bus, like the Trump bus, and his microphone was live. So he was like bragging to this guy about like, oh yeah, just, you know, because I'm handsome and not that he's handsome, but
He's foul.
because I'm handsome and rich, you know, I just go up to girls, I just kiss them. I don't even give a shit. You know, and I've just got a thing for beautiful women. And because I'm rich and famous, I can just do anything. I just grab them by the pussy.
I didn't
It
know that.
literally said that. So this guy was just like, oh, yeah. Oh, look. And then one of the actresses who was on the show came to greet them.
Yeah.
And as she, like, you can still hear them. They're on the bus and she's walking up. And, like, this guy's like, oh, Donald. Oh, look at this one that's coming up. And he's like, oh, yeah, I could do anything. I better take a Tic Tac in case I start kissing her. Because,
Really?
yeah, and anyway, this was released to the public, obviously.
Yeah.
And then on all American news shows, people were saying the word pussy,
Really?
which is the first time that it's ever been on, like, a show like that.
Not
And, really?
fuck her right in the pussy. Guy.
Oh, fuck, I right in the pussy, yeah.
Have you seen him?
I know the saying.
He was hilarious, but that's another story.
Yeah, so then, obviously, Donald Trump has just admitted that he sexually assaults women. Because, like,
No, he didn't. He
well-
said he can. He didn't say he did.
Oh,
Well-
that's okay.
Yeah, it is. Well, I can sexually assault women. I don't.
well, no, the thing is, he said he does do it.
Oh,
He
right.
said, I do that. That is something that I do. And you can do it. And he's also been in trouble for, like, people have accused him of sexual assault where he has grabbed people by the pussy before. So now, this is, like, a massive thing. And he's been like, oh, well, it was 10 years ago. I was a lot younger then. He was 60.
How convenient though that this has been released now.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously like people working for Hillary Clinton or whatever have been like, all right, we'll just fuck his. But he's an absolute shit of a man anyway. But so she's a dick as well.
What can you do?
Yeah, but
But one of them is going to win, aren't they?
I haven't
I
really
think
been
I'd rather
following
Trump.
it.
oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bear the devil, you know.
Because did you hear about the thing that was released about her this week? Where she's like this big shit feminist and women's rights and all that. Well, there was tape released of her this week of when she was a lawyer. She got a child rapist off by defaming the little girl who got raped's character.
Really?
And she was like laughing and joking about it it's all been recorded. So like, yeah, so what?
Swings and
so
roundabouts.
Trump grabs a few pussies now and again. Like Hillary has done vile things in the past.
Oh, totally.
Why?
So like, what the fuck? Why can't there be better people that are running for president of the most influential country in the world?
It's such a tit for tat kind of, just petty.
Pussy for pedo, I think it is.
Yeah.
Pussy for Trump.
Pussy for Trump.
Is it like the mandible claw?
Yeah, you
Is
just
that
like.
how
How do you grab a pussy?
Like that?
Does he mean he just cups it? No, I
No.
don't. Oh, you can't just finger them that quickly.
Hey, the man's clearly practiced.
Hey, they're
Not
already.
that loose.
As soon as you meet him, they're wet.
Not
You're
until-
wet as
Yeah.
fuck because he's so handsome.
Yeah, and they are after they meet Donald.
And the guy who's interviewing him calls him the Donald as well. It's so gross.
No.
And like he forces the actress to give him a hug and stuff. It's like it is gross. Like I've seen the video, but he's like, "Oh, can I get a hug?" And it's just like that thing the creepy blokes do. It's horrible.
No.
But yeah, basically he's just bragging. He's just being a dick. Everyone's like, I'm not saying I've ever said that because I haven't, but everyone brags about shit, don't they, when they don't think anyone else is listening?
Watch me grab this pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, he's not been a career president, is he?
No.
No,
So
this is
like,
it.
This is
Where did he come from? Seriously, I know he's a very rich guy. He's got loads of businesses or whatever. It was just like all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to be the president of the United States. What?
because money talks.
Yeah, but how did he come to that decision? Yeah.
Well, he just thought he'd go for it, and I think it's just gone a bit too far for him. I think he's just like, oh shit.
I don't want to know like the ins and outs of it, but how obviously you've got to get as far as he has by people voting for you. Is that
Yeah.
right?
He was nominated by the party, wasn't
Yeah. And
he?
now
So, yeah, he's
loads
got
of the
that far because people have supported him.
Yeah. That's
and then
what I
loads of the
mean.
party have gone, oh shit. He's
But-
saying loads of weird shit.
But you
He's a
can't back
birther as well.
someone.
He's saying that like, or he has said that President Obama is an American and stuff. He's like a conspiracy nut as well.
But it's just like, yeah, he's got that far because obviously people have supported him and backed him to some degree. You can't. And you're saying they've turned around and they're like, oh, actually, we're not too sure. You can't back someone if you're not 100% sure you want to support them. It's ridiculous.
Well, you don't know all these things, do you, at first?
No, but if I was in a position of power to put someone forward to be the United States, the new president, I'd want to make sure I know as much as possible about them. I know you're not going to know everything.
But he's been bankrupt like 5 times and stuff, and he's not like. But then Hillary Clinton is equally as like there's
But that's-
accusations that she's covered up murders and stuff.
There's accusations that they're responsible for murders. Apparently, I just want to say here that I know nothing about the American political system, and this is all hearsay from YouTube that I've seen on social justice warrior bashing channels. But I've heard people saying like there's a lot of people who have had mysterious deaths or gone missing who have like directly opposed the Clintons as a couple. Like, it's all fucking shady.
I don't know. I don't understand politics. I try to not get involved.
So who would you rather win?
I
from
literally
what you
know, from what I know, neither of them.
Bernie Sanders was the man,
Bernie Sanders was the man.
but Hillary Clinton like blackened his name, didn't she? And like told lies about him and stuff to get where she is. And like I think like lots of people in America are fed up of politicians, so they see Donald Trump as like this guy who's just gonna be like, right, a new thing is gonna happen with him. Like where he's gonna like not be the bullshit artist, but he's clearly a bullshit artist.
It just seems like a knob.
He is a knob.
I'd rather Kanye. I think Kanye.
Oh,
would
he'd be the worst of all.
Oh,
Imagine
no,
him.
at least you know where you stand with him.
Where? Beneath him.
Yeah.
He literally thinks he's God. He literally thinks that, I think.
Yeah, he's not going around grabbing people's pussies, though, is he? He's
Can't
got
protect
them.
his own wife, can he?
Oh.
Getting robbed in Paris.
But, I don't know. I think I'd rather Kanye than Donald Trump. This is my real hair, Trump.
I think I'd rather Donald Trump
There you go.
than Kanye.
Political commentary with Jess Chandler. And you can round up the week's stories for us each week.
Sure, I know. Fuck all about politics.
But it's always based on what their hair looks like.
It's always based on...
Kanye's got a tight
He's
haircut,
got a
so
tight fade.
yeah.
Kanye's much better. He's got a better dress sense, even though it's terrible. Instead of ill-fitting suits from Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Probably got the same tailor.
Who would you want for president then? Of anyone? Anywhere in the world
In
you
the
could
world?
choose, yeah.
That's a tricky question. Is the whole world or just the US?
They gotta be an American, I guess.
I do like Obama.
The Rock.
You'd have Obama for a third term.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's... Well, again, I don't know. It's probably all a charade, facade. He seems genuine.
But
Is he even American now?
Yeah, well, you can't be an American and a reptilian, can you? So,
Tricky.
Maybe not.
probably just a reptilian.
The Rock for president.
He's not American.
He is?
Wasn't he born in,
No.
No. Where was he born?
Go on.
Just guesses where people were born. New segment.
Wasn't he born in,
Microaggressions with Jess Chandler. Didn't he from some brown country?
Jess is
No,
birther in The Rock even before he's nominated.
Show us your birth certificate,
Hey, I
Rob.
love the Rock. No, wasn't he born in, Samoa or something? Somewhere. Is that
Haiti?
part of America?
He might have been born in Samoa, but that's still in America.
Well, I don't know.
But I don't think he actually was born in Samoa.
Really?
No. His mum's Samoan, his dad's black.
What kind of black, though?
Proper black. Like,
From Africa black?
no,
Or
from
Jamaica black?
no, American black.
African American.
Yeah.
Proper black. American.
Real black.
Yeah.
The Rock's too good to be the president.
You'd want him... You wouldn't want to take time away from his entertaining
No.
to have to run the country.
No.
I'd probably go Joe Rogan.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone would be hunting.
Yeah, everyone would be hunting, living off the land, getting high as fuck on psychedelics and opening their minds to new experiences.
Oh, yeah, that would be great for America.
I
It
think
would be great.
What, everyone off their tits?
Not off their... I misspoke. Not
Yeah.
off their tits, but maybe having psychedelic experiences with, microdose psilocybin mushrooms or something, just to get a little bit of the God consciousness going on.
Can you imagine?
I would love to do that. I'm
Can
too
you
much of a
imagine?
pussy, though.
Americans...
Donald could grab me anyway.
Some Americans are crazy enough as it is. I know there's crazy people all over the world, but can you imagine if they were on drugs? Shooting at anyone they can.
Well,
anyone they can.
Wow.
I think it's I don't know. I think it's different.
It's dangerous.
Everyone would have crossbows
Yeah.
instead of guns then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is a
Maybe
crossbow
Vince
better
McMahon.
than a gun?
For what?
Shooting.
I think it's pretty much the same effect.
Wouldn't a crossbow be better at long range?
No, I think crossbow would be better if you didn't want people to kill loads of people because you've got to reload it.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you wanted to cut down on mass shootings, if everyone had crossbows, it would be better. But if you want to kill loads of stuff, gun.
But you could make your own crossbow, whereas you can't make your own gun, so you could be untraceable.
That's true.
Yeah, well, yeah,
True.
Politics. It's as much as I know.
That's
They're
as
both-
much
they're-
as you
they're
know.
both knobs. They're both knobs is my new favourite word apparently.
They're both
I've
knobs.
moved on from dicks.
Yeah.
Just knobbing all over the place.
Hey Jess,
Hey, John.
have you heard about the new company?
No.
It's called it's dangerous to go alone.
Oh, I might have heard so something. I'm not sure.
Well, they offer a crate service, like Loot Crate.
Yeah.
Well, they're our sponsor this week. They offer would-be adventurers things that it would be dangerous to go alone without. You can sign up now for a weekly Loot Crate of things that will help you not be in danger if you go alone. Previous boxes have included dick warmers, a flip-flop covered in spunk, and a hat saying trigger warning. Enter the code "What's That" on the website for 50% off your not dangerous to go alone crate. Remember, it's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this.
What's that?
Crate. That's our sponsor this week. I'd like you all to sign up, please.
I've already signed up.
Good. You should. You, most of all.
Yeah.
Do they have to enter at checkout to get a discount?
What's that?
Enter. Oh, do you?
Enter code "What's That."
They enter T-Gagger to be charged 10% more, which comes to us. That's how I like to
Just,
run
that's
from now on.
a word from our sponsors there.
No, I'm glad you said that
Yeah.
because it is very dangerous to go alone.
Well, you find out every week.
I do, and each week I still go out on my own. I never learn.
Well, it's lucky that I have subscribed to this.
Good.
I'm not really supposed to because I don't really go anywhere on my own. But, I do subscribe and I bring in the gift for you every week.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Where's
really
the
sweet.
most exciting place you've been alone this week?
My thoughts.
What's going on up in there? Knobs.
Just knobs and tumbleweed.
Knobs in the rock.
Knobs.
Knobbing on the rock.
Knobbing on the rock.
Knobbing on the rock. Sounds like a good song.
How does one knob on the rock?
Yeah, tell
His
us, Jess. How does
dick's so big he can knob himself on the head.
So big. How big is it?
As big as him.
Wow. That's
Does
crazy.
he knight himself with it?
Yeah, he has to strap it to his back.
Oh, he's Sir Rock. With his own dick. I found an article this week that I thought I would ask you about.
Me.
Because I heard someone talking about a piece of artwork called Piss Christ. You ever heard of Piss Christ?
Carry on.
Piss Christ. I'll tell you who did it in a minute when I get to the part of the article which says about it. Basically, it was a little statue of Jesus Christ submerged in the artist's piss that he then took a photo of.
Right.
So I thought, well, I found this article which is 10 works of art that shocked the world. So if I tell you what they are, I want to know if you'd buy them or not.
Okay.
Okay?
Is there anything mean?
Yes, the first one. I think. Oh no, the first one is Piss Christ. So Piss Christ is a statue of Christ submerged in Andre Serrano's piss.
Right.
Would you buy it? And how much for... Not would you buy it, how much would you pay for it?
How much would I pay for
Because I'm
it?
assuming you'd buy it anyway. And it's particularly orange, so this guy's
That's
clearly
very orange.
dehydrated. Paul
Looks
would
like
be drinking
Lucozade.
lots of yeah.
Maybe if it was a bit clearer, I'd pay a little bit more money for it. I don't want... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about having Christ in piss.
I think that would make a charming wedding gift.
Yeah. What if it was Christ in Lucozade and he was trying to energize the
world.
Holy Spirit with glucose?
I wouldn't pay for that.
Maybe. Hey, how about this? Maybe it was piss, but he turned it into Lucozade because he's like well known for doing shit like that.
Is it fizzy?
It looks fizzy.
He's probably got an STD.
Okay.
I think confirmed if you dunk a statue of Christ into piss, it becomes Lucozade and you can then drink it.
We'll try it.
I will.
We will try it. We'll
try it.
all get a little cup.
I got a big jar of it. We could all piss in it together.
Yeah.
Synchro piss. And then
It's going to be difficult for me, but it's fine.
I don't have
Any...
a statue of Christ.
What if we just
Maybe
put...
you could fashion one.
Out of what?
Toothpicks.
Oh, right. I didn't know what you meant. What am I going to make?
I made a blue tack Christ once. Yeah.
Just put a cross in it. I wouldn't buy that.
You wouldn't buy piss.
I wouldn't buy Piss Christ, and I'm going to say it went for quite a high value.
Well, it doesn't tell me how much it went for you.
Oh.
There's nothing on this this page that says how much it sold for, but I think there is on the next one.
Oh.
Myra by Marcus Harvey, which was a portrait of Myra Hindley made with children's handprints.
Oh,
Holy
that's dark.
shit.
That's dark.
Yes, 1995.
I was going to say I'd buy it, but then when you said children's handprints, I don't know how twisted.
That would make a nice gift to a school or something to put in there, like
Yeah.
their reception.
I don't know if the hands were attached to the kids
Definitely not interested.
when he made it. I'm not. It's probably Jeremy Beadle. Probably Jeremy Beadle's hand.
I won't say that.
'Cause he was like, I need some money.
He's dead.
He is now.
Maybe they dug
right.
him up. Fuck. Don't have to think of everything.
His hand would be smaller if he was dead.
On the other hand.
How can people get away with that?
Because it's our chest.
But that's is it really that's acceptable? Is it
Appropriate.
like what is it with people glamorizing serial killers? Why is it okay?
I would have thought you'd be one to maybe answer this question because you like that kind of culture, don't you?
I find it interesting, but I don't know. Someone brought out there's this whole is it the Amanda Knox case?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a Netflix documentary, and people were saying that it's disgusting and it's like it's too soon. And then someone else made the point on this show that people go on like the Fred and Rose West tours or Myra Hindley tours of where they like killed or buried people, and that's seen okay. Or Jack the Ripper tours.
I would go on a Jack the Ripper
I'd
tour
love
if
to
it
go
wasn't in London.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's stopping me going. I hate London.
Like, I'd love to go on a Jack the Ripper tour, but that's seen as okay, whereas stuff that's happened recently is not, which is understandable. But like with that, a picture of a serial killer made out of handprints of children.
Yeah.
Do you think that Jack the Ripper tour is worse, though, in a way?
I don't know, because it's Victorian-y times, isn't it?
I don't think it's bad to make money
don't
from
think-
Jack the Ripper.
No.
Well, the thing is,
Oh, that was it. There's a guy in Spain who doesn't charge people, but he does Madeleine McCann tours. He does tours of where they stayed, where the kid got kidnapped, the restaurant that they went to.
Kidnapped, inverted
It
commas.
was
Where she got accidentally hit on the head.
and again they were saying like it's disgusting, it's too soon, and it's like it's been 10 years, but still I wouldn't do that. But I'd go on a Jack the Ripper tour.
I think I find that more offensive because it was one girl.
Yeah.
It was one case, so that you're not walking around the general area of where Jack the Ripper killed this woman here, this one. You sort of get a general sense for Jack the Rippers, but that was one case of. Were we sponsored by anyone else this week? Or did I email them back? Madeline the Candles? No, I don't think they're sponsoring this.
Still waiting for that email.
Still waiting for that email.
Keep the light alive.
Keep the light alive. Yeah. But don't go out of the room because it might have extinguished.
Like, don't go out for dinner and leave it unattended.
Yeah.
Because that could be bad.
Never leave a Madeline McCandle unattended.
No.
Shit can go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said yourself 10 years has passed. Everything's fine. With regards to Myra, protesters threw eggs and ink at it on the first day of the exhibition, and Myra Hindley herself wrote a letter from prison
She's still
imploring.
alive.
Well,
This
she
is
was
the
back
50s.
then.
Sorry, I'm not
No, this
concentrating.
was 1995 that this guy made the artwork.
Oh right, okay.
She wrote a letter imploring organisers to remove it from exhibition because it showed a sole disregard not only for the emotional pain and trauma that would inevitably be experienced by the families of the Moors victims, but also the families of any child victim.
Oh well, that's sweet of her, isn't it?
Yeah, at least she repented.
Yeah, at least she bothered to sit down and write
So
a
if the
letter.
Moors victims are going to go see it,
Wow.
Would you buy it now then? No.
not with all the egg on it.
No. It'd be a bit rotten, wouldn't it?
Okay. The Holy Virgin Mary. Holy Virgin Mary is a picture of a portrait he's made out of paints and materials.
Oh. What's the materials about?
A black Madonna surrounded by cutouts from pornographic magazines and elegant dung, elephant dung.
Oh, can I see a picture of what you're selling?
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Would you buy it? Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Well, I don't like it. It's not as offensive as the other two.
It's got butts all over it.
That's what I'm good with butts.
You're good with
Can you
butts.
wank to it?
You can wank to whatever you want. You can
Yeah,
wank
but-
to Myra if you wanted to.
You could.
Again.
No one's gonna judge you what you do in your own time.
That's true. If I've bought it, I can do what I want with it.
Yeah.
You could probably make art out of it, of pictures of you wanking onto. You should buy these 10 artworks and wank onto all of them, and then photograph yourself doing it and sell that as artwork.
I wouldn't wank onto piss Christ, so I'd drink it and then wank.
Yeah. Or you could pour it into your dick. And
Oh yeah,
jizz piss.
that would be great. Put Christ up my bum.
What has happened to you two this week?
Just being as offensive as possible.
No. So you buy that one? You buy.
Out of the other two, yeah,
What
so
is it
far
called?
No, I wouldn't buy that one. It's too smelly. Elephant dung.
I'd keep it in my art gallery.
Holy Virgin Mary.
Yeah, I'll have that. I'm not going to pay a lot for it.
No.
Where would you hang it?
$4.99.
In my gallery.
In your gallery.
In my art gallery.
$4.99.
$4.50.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Cheapskate.
Thank you.
I'll accept that. My Bed by Tracy Emin.
No.
Oh no, fuck
No.
that bitch, man.
I could do that myself.
It's just a
Can
picture
I?
of her bed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gross with all condoms and shit all over it.
At least don't use them.
If she was hot,
Or like drink her
yeah.
and throw them out, isn't it?
Yeah. Drink
She
up.
was hot.
If she was hot, it would be better. But she's gross, so no.
I make my bed every day. I wouldn't want. What is it? A picture of it?
I don't know. I think it was an actual setup of a bed. I'm not sure if it's a picture.
No. Who
But
sleeps like that?
It's got dirty underwear, used condoms, sold for more than, guess how much at auction?
25,000.
Please.
A mil.
More?
Please.
More?
What? 10 mil.
Less, please.
15.
8 mil.
15 what?
£1,000.
8 mil.
Less.
5 mil.
7.5.
2 mil.
More.
3 mil.
More.
It's the
4.5.
best game ever.
Fucking £4 million at $4 million, sorry.
Four.
Fucking hell.
$4
Oh
million.
my god. What is wrong with people? No, she's a pile of shit.
She's
She is.
somebody who's very much begrudged her success because people in the art world and other artists feel she has had a lot more exposure than she deserves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
she
don't want
is.
to see her grotty undies
No.
all over the place
No. Oh.
with her skidders in.
This is a boring one, but maybe Trump would like to buy it. It's called Titled Arc. Sorry, can't read. Tilted Arc.
Tilted arc.
Do you know what Tilted Arc is?
Nope.
Tilted Arc was just a massive wall somebody put in a plaza in New York.
Knocked it
And then
over.
no, it was just there. And everyone just complained that it was a nuisance because they had to go around it. So, all the Mexicans. So, they had to take it away.
Good.
What, so you can buy a wall that doesn't exist anymore?
No, that sounds shit. I
No.
don't want to buy that.
You
It's
wouldn't
just
buy that.
bricks, isn't it?
I don't think it's even bricks. It looks like one metal sheet.
No, what would you do? with
Artists are fucked up on the
that?
whole, aren't they?
Modern art, honestly, it's just a pile of shit, isn't it?
Literally, in Tracy Emin's case.
It is. Like if I'm gonna go to an art gallery or a museum, I want to see old stuff.
You knew what it was, though, when I mentioned it.
Yeah,
How
because
did you
everyone
know?
was like, "Oh, look at Tracy Emin. She's a fucking nonce."
Well, it's like Damien Hirst stuff, isn't it?
What's
Oh,
the
I've
name
cut a
of it?
cow in
Yeah,
half.
Yeah. No, it's just like.
I've pickled a shark. Well done, mate.
Well done, Damien.
Oh,
Pickled a shark.
gonna cut the head off a goat and put it in a jar of
What's-
jam. That's not art. It's just fucked up.
Yeah. Why? What? How is that art? And I know it's like, oh, it's whatever you see it as. No, art is like old stuff. It is.
You don't
It
like
is.
Michelangelo or Raphael when
Yeah.
going oh, look at this.
Oh,
I've drawn a dick. They were like, I'll have some pizza, please. And draw like this fucking masterpiece.
I just don't understand modern art. I mean, there's nice modern looking pieces.
Yeah.
I can't think of an example, but it's like you could go into a gallery and there's a white canvas and like, oh, this is like
lazy.
It's just depicting how I feel inside. It's blank and empty. No.
Like there was an exhibit that had a piece which was just a blank room with a light that switched on and off every 5 seconds.
What a prick.
If that was in your house, you'd just change the light bulb, wouldn't you?
You would.
You would.
I'd ring South Wales Electric.
Yeah.
Ask them to come out and have a look.
Yeah. But no, you put it in an art gallery, it's art.
Call an exorcist because your house is haunted.
Alright then. How about Fountain by Marcel Duchamp?
That's a nice name.
What is it all?
It is a urinal
Oh, yeah.
placed laying down flat, so as not that you could actually wee in it,
Right.
but
You could use it as a bidet.
that's it.
That's
So
it.
he literally took a urinal off a wall and just laid it on the floor.
Yeah, Fountain and Duchamp's other ready-mades, in inverted commas, his term for an everyday object positioned as art,
Douchebags.
sparked modern discussions about what constitutes real art and, by consequence, a real artist.
Do you know what you could do? You could take your bath out of your bathroom and just prop it up on the wall. Art.
It is, hey.
How is that fucking art?
That's not art, that's just a fucking joke.
It's so sad to piss in that. And he's like, I'll just pop it on the floor and charge people for it. I don't want that
people to look
urinal.
at it.
No.
No?
No.
This
no.
guy should be fucking
Make me
arrested and
angry.
buggered in jail. That's art.
Yeah.
I call it gaping arsehole. It works both ways because you are an arsehole and now your arsehole is gaping too.
Oh, I discovered something disgusting.
And a jar of jam.
No, it wasn't jam.
What?
I discovered something vile in the week.
What did you discover? Was it
It's
like under your
gross.
toenails?
No, maybe it's a little bit too gross to discuss here.
Was it the little brother you've got growing on your back?
No,
What the fuck was
the
his
mufflin.
Me
Mufflin.
the mufflin man.
Muffin's still there. No, it was to do with vaginas. But, well,
You've
no.
just discovered something to do with vaginas.
No, I didn't even think about it.
Like
Basically,
New trick.
no, basically, it's gross, but you know you get a prolapse arsehole,
Yeah.
you can have a prolapse womb,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and it literally comes out.
I think I've seen a picture of one.
Oh, I googled it because me and Beth were talking about it, because apparently it can happen when you give birth.
Oh, I should be looking forward to that.
Yeah,
then.
and
Yeah.
it was... We've seen a prolapse womb on nearly every animal there is, and it's disgusting. Don't Google it.
Did
Do
you get
not
like a
Google
book? And flip through?
No, because we were talking, because she was talking about baby stuff, and then for some reason, I think James mentioned prolapse womb because he was looking through all her medical notes or like baby books, and I was like, what is that? Like I didn't even think about it. And actually, you Google it, and you're like, "Ugh," and then Beth proceeded to change my wallpaper to a picture of a woman with a prolapse vagina.
It's my new art project, time lapse prolapse.
But people would pay to see that.
Oh, it's just
You
like
could
a rose
literally,
opening.
you could time lapse yourself having a shit, and someone would be like, "Oh, I love it. I love the concept of it.
I love the nuttiness
Yeah,
of the shit.
I love the different shades you've used." No,
Any more?
no.
You're
There
done.
were a couple more, but they were like proper pictures, and they were very
Yeah.
interesting. So the last one is Mother and Child Divided by Damien Hirst, and it was a cross section of a cow and its baby.
In the womb.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
In
sake,
formaldehyde.
Damien Hirst.
But
Split.
inside
I
two
think I've
panes
seen-
of glass, so that you
I think
can
I've actually seen that in the Tate, or one of them.
taint.
Yeah, I've seen that in the Tate.
He definitely did taint that museum when he was in
The
there.
Tate.
Somebody had it
T-A-T-E.
tattooed on their taint.
T-A-T-E. The Tate Museum, many years ago. I don't know. It's like taxidermy. I don't mind taxidermy. Depends what animal it is, but stuff like that, there's no need. If I want to see what the inside of a cow looks like, I'll just go to Miller and Carter.
If that cow was alive before he made this piece of art, I would not be happy with that. If it was a dead cow,
Yeah, well,
fine.
yeah, obviously.
You know, play around with it. Put strings on it and make it a cow puppet. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if he killed that cow
just for that,
I
he probably did.
would like to see a cross section of him.
Yeah.
There is that guy, isn't there? There's the he's the mortician, not mortician, the autopsy guy, and you can go and see a live autopsy.
I'd love that.
He's like a German weird guy with like a cow, like a weird hat.
Did you watch it with me?
Probably,
Yeah, but I watched. Well, it was a recording, but it was a live autopsy in front of an audience. I found that so interesting, and I think I said before to you, like testicles out of the sack, they dangle around your ankles. It's like 2 kidney beans on a string. It is marvelous. Marvelous. No, I don't see. Stuff with the human body doesn't gross me out, but modern art does.
I remember kicking off when I was 18. No, maybe younger than that. 17 with my first girlfriend. I think it was around the time that came out, that documentary about the guy who, I think he took cross sections of humans.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
Probably you told me about it.
And she was like, "Yeah, I really want to watch it." And back then, I was like opinionated, and I was like, "You're disgusting. Disgust me. They're human beings." I don't give a fuck. Like, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, modern art's a load of bullshit. I wouldn't pay anything. I barely pay for things I want.
You just take them.
Yeah. No. Like I've become very like frugal. Unless it's pizza, I try not to spend on it. You know,
the good
unless
shit.
It's a necessity. Like I don't have stuff on my walls. I have pictures I've taken myself.
Yeah,
the
that's
only
not
other
bad
thing is the Joan Cornella print, which was a gift of you, and the Woods thing that was a gift of Beth with the bear on it.
You don't want to buy your own artwork?
No.
Oh, don't worry, I'll just throw shit at the wall and call that art. I'll put a frame around it.
Yeah, okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah, no problem. Try not to make it anything that'll like fall off because I got slanted ceilings.
That's okay. I'll just do it in the corner. No, talking about. Oh no, this sounds so lame. No, talking about human beings. I don't know why, but I was on my lunch and I thought to myself, the human body is amazing, but people are horrific. Like, I don't know why I was thinking about it. Just, I know, just thoughts going to get my sandwich. No, just how amazing the human body is, what it's capable of.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think I was probably thinking of like Beth, like she's due to give birth. And just how awful people are.
Horrific in what way?
Just
like cruel or
just
horrific,
horrible.
like they treat themselves badly.
Just cruel, Donald Trump, people who do modern art. No, just people in general, like humanity, where it's at the moment.
We're just animals, though.
I know, but
Higher functioning animals. Do you think can people be evil?
yeah,
Can animals be evil? Are they like evil dogs?
no, every dog's amazing.
Alright then. Are they
I-
evil dolphins?
But is being evil? It's all in the mind, isn't it? So it'd be whether or not, obviously, like animals have brains, and like monkeys are capable of doing things, and they can read, and dolphins, I don't know. They're aware of stuff, but have they got that capacity to be good or bad? Is that just a human thing?
What constitutes evil?
Like, okay then, maybe evil is too high a concept. Maybe like just
A naughty dolphin and a good dolphin.
yeah, naughty.
Naughty, not in a sexy way.
Like, cause Dexter, right?
Yeah.
Dexter knows he's not allowed to do things, but he does them when you're not paying him as
Yeah.
much attention as he wants to. So even if he's getting told off, it's still attention to him.
Yeah.
And he knows he shouldn't do it, but he still does it. So, like, that's not the same thing as being evil, but...
It was Hitler. Attention.
How many Jews have I got to kill over here? Jesus.
Holy Scheiße.
We're on to the gypsies, too.
I don't know, I think it's learned behaviour though, isn't it?
No, Hitler. No.
Thank you, some recognition, finally.
It's learned behaviour
Bad boy.
though.
Like a wolf will kill for fun.
Okay.
Is that evil?
If you're comparing it to people, then yes. Because if a person killed for fun, that's deemed and that is not the right thing to do.
But would
Oh, I don't know.
do
If
people
someone went
kill
out-
for fun though, or like for instance, like a serial killer, it's the compulsion of inside them to kill.
But maybe that's the same as a wolf. It may be deemed as fun because it's not necessary.
But then I bet you get some fucking Marines who kill for fun. They're just legally allowed to do it
Yeah.
by the country that they're fighting for.
Or any of
So
the
what's
armed
worse?
forces.
What's worse? Somebody who goes to war thinking, yes, I get to shoot the shit out of as many people as I can possibly get my sights on, or somebody who can't control his impulses and therefore kills, like, you know, a few people here and there because...
But sure, I was going to say, if you're going off to war, then surely that's kind of like part and parcel of it.
But but the mind of those two people
Aren't that dissimilar.
aren't that dissimilar. This guy's still thinking, yes, I get to go and shoot fucking Afghanistan people.
Afghanis.
Afghanis, yeah. I was going to say something horrible, but it wouldn't have been from my...
Yeah.
It would have been from...
In the character
yeah,
of
in the
the
character
evil
of the-
soldier.
Your marine character.
Yeah.
You yet to work on.
Yeah. I'm sort of...
I haven't got
writing
an
a
accent.
backstory at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes from the good old South.
Yeah.
Pa was a cattle rancher,
Yeah.
How old is he?
70s. He's a Vietnam vet.
Oh,
Alright, okay. So he's not shooting Afghanis at all.
No, but, well, if he could see any, he would, but
He
he
would.
lost both his eyes in a
Oh.
napalm incident.
Oh, shit. He's quite a, you're building like a, yeah.
He's led a hard life, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What's it?
He's got 3 legs, because he lost one of his own, but he managed to reclaim 2 from the battlefield.
He's just
So
got
he
a
just keeps
mufflin.
them with him. Yeah. What's his name? Fucking Jim.
Fucking Jim.
Yeah.
I think I know him.
It's because they were like, what are you doing today, Jim? And he's like, I'm going to go and fuck these
People. Legs. Fingers.
Viet Cong up there.
Pussies.
I was going to say Jap size. But I probably shouldn't.
They're,
Different, but
Because they're not from
whatever.
Japan,
No,
are
I
they?
know they're not from Japan.
they're murder
More of a
holes.
mat in there.
Dick.
So they call him
Dick.
fucking Jim.
Fucking shit.
This is
Anyway,
maybe why you shouldn't
what
talk a lot.
about evil?
Oh,
Evil.
dog's evil.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Because Hitler didn't think he was doing anything wrong.
No.
Surely, or he wouldn't have done
No,
it.
but it's kind of like
It's a
you-
perspective thing.
everyone knows what's. Well, not everyone. But the majority of people know deep down what's good and what's bad, don't they? So
But
everyone knows. Most people know to hurt or kill someone else is bad. To help someone is good. No, it's the whole thing of like nature versus nurture.
But there is a varying scale, because there are some people who would say to kill an animal is bad and evil.
Yeah, no, I
whereas
get
we're
that.
all meat eaters. We all
Yeah.
will happily not. Well, obviously we wouldn't kill the animals,
No,
but we're happy
because
to
we're
eat
all-
animals that are already dead.
But
So we're like, and laws are only set by the society that is currently living. You know, it's been fine to sleep with young boys in the past, depending on what society you were in.
It's been fine to murder people in the past if they've wronged you.
yeah.
So
If it was like justified.
like I'm not sticking up for people who do this stuff. Obviously, I know it's wrong to kill people. That's why I try not to anymore.
If you got caught.
I've grown as a person.
And no one wants to do a tour of all your murder sites because it'd be boring. Just be your flat and in the woods.
My flat and the Millwood.
And this is where he did victim number 1.
Did her.
Did
her.
He did that.
her right in.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking on my way to get my sandwich.
People,
Is
the human
The human body is amazing, but people are awful.
Now, people are awful.
I know.
And I haven't told you about my experience on Monday night, have I?
No.
I almost had a fight, Jess.
Did you?
I almost had a fight, Jessica Chandler,
Tell me.
in the cinema.
Of course.
Of course.
Did you even get up at your seat?
Actually, I didn't. I fronted it out
Tell
in my
me.
seat. Well, me and Beth had gone to see a film called The Free State of Jones, which is a American Civil War drama, blah, blah, blah. Matthew McConaughey. Very good. There were 3 people in the cinema. Me, Beth, a guy behind us, and then a couple walked in, a young couple, dressed as I can only describe as drug dealers.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to make like Civil War.
No. The South will rise again! And I was like, no, fuck you, bro. No. Yeah, he was like a little shitty prick.
Yeah.
A little shit. We've all been.
We've all been there. Right, so anyway, he sits down, and his girlfriend sits next to him, and he puts his phone on. Film's on at this point, and it's annoying me instantly, because my eye is drawn to the light. And he hasn't got like a phone like a normal person would have. He's got a flip-top phone. So I'm thinking, that's a burner, he's a drug dealer. Right? So anyway.
Maybe it was Timmy Turner.
Maybe it was Timmy Turner. But fuck that guy.
He got his wish.
He did.
He had his burner.
He had his burner. So he kept flicking his phone up to look at text messages. So I was just like, if he does it again, I'm going to have to tell him. I whispered to Beth, and she was like, don't do it. Because she was scared. I don't know what I was going to say to him. Yeah. So she said, I'll do it. So he flicked it open, and I was about to get up, and she went, can you put your phone away, please? You know, we're trying to watch a film. And he did for a bit. And then he opened it again, stood up, walked down the aisle, down the front of the cinema and out, all the time with his phone open like that. So I was like, you fucking arsehole. Oh, I was steaming angry, right? So anyway, he comes back in, sits down, and him and his girlfriend have a very loud conversation. In fact, I can hear pretty much everything they're saying.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to say something. And I said, I'm going to have to say something. She said, no, don't. I'll do it. I was like, no, fuck this. And anyway, she was like, blah, blah, blah. And I said, can you be quiet, please? We're trying to watch the film. Right? So the girl turns to me and she's like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, don't be sorry, just shut up. Right?
Did you say that?
Something like that. Right? So then everything goes quiet for about a minute, and then his voice raises. No! Fuck that! He was Scouse. I can't do a Scouse accent. Oh, fuck that, man. Oh, fuck you, man. I can't do a Scouse accent anyway. Right? So he stands up. I was like, could you... And no, actually, I told him, shut up! I said that. I might have said shut the fuck up. I'm not even sure. So he stood up, and he was like, oh, you fat piece of shit. I'll fuck you up. I was like, no, you won't. Just fuck off. You're making a scene. We're all trying to watch this film, and you're being a fucking cunt. So anyway, he's like, his pride's all hurt now, because he's like, I've called him a cunt in front of his girlfriend, and he's all like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, you're not going to do anything. Just leave. Just leave the fucking screen, right? So his girlfriend's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, just fuck off now. I'm done. I've had enough of this. I'm still sat in my seat. Beth's probably like cringing in my arm. And all the adrenaline is built up in my body. So I'm ready in case he comes at me. I'm just going to like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll choke a motherfucker out. Yeah. That kind of thing. So he leaves because I turfed him out of the cinema. I'm just like, you better fuck off. And I didn't even leave my seat. So anyway, all the time through the rest of the film, there's about an hour and a half left to go. I was tense. I was like, because I was ready for a fight, but I didn't actually have one. So Beth was like, oh, you're okay. Don't worry, it's fine. So then the film ends, and I remember the guy behind us. So I went up to him and was like, I'm so sorry I spoiled the film, but like this guy he was like, oh, don't worry about it, mate. Some people are arseholes kind of thing. So I was just like, oh, well, I apologize anyway. And then I thought, oh, what if he's fucking waiting outside? Because, like, he's a prick. He's a scabby little scouse prick. He probably is. So I told Beth, oh, wait here, I'll go outside. He wasn't there anyway. But yeah, that was my almost fight in the cinema. Wow. Not all heroes wear capes, Jess.
No, they don't.
Not all heroes.
Not all heroes have to get up.
No, I just thought if I get up, something might happen, and I don't really want to fight, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna front it out with confidence. Just be like, you need to fuck right off.
It's such a tricky one because, like, there are times when you need to say something, but in the back of your mind, you're like, don't, because you just don't know anymore.
That's true.
He could have literally flipped out and done anything.
He was little though, so it's pretty. He could have had a knife or something. No, I don't. I was confident though. I was so angry at that point. I was just gonna. He could have stabbed me, and I'd have killed him.
And just like,
I would have fainted right on him, and he wouldn't have been able to get up.
I don't know. There's been times when I've been that close to flipping out, not from like on his side, like from you, just people annoying me. I've probably said it before. There's only been one time that I've ever kind of snapped in the cinema, and it was me, my mum, and my dad, because I'm super cool. We went to see The Woman in Black, and throughout the whole film, there was this couple kind of sat next to me because it was so busy, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing on the weekend?"
Oh, I fucking hate that.
You've paid £8 to discuss your weekend plans in the cinema, and then at one point she was literally like reading things to him off the screen. He wasn't blind, he wasn't deaf, clearly, and it was like 10 minutes before the film ended, and I just went, "Will you shut up?" And it was like dead silence. And my mum was like, "Oh my god, like, do you want your dad to sit?" And I was like, "No." That's the one and only time that
you've got like
bothered me that much.
You have to. You can't allow rude behaviour to happen, because maybe they'll think next. Well, they probably won't, but maybe next time they'll think, "Oh, that's not an appropriate way to behave in a cinema."
But it's not quite the same as are people good or evil. But
This
some
little
people
cunt
have
is
no
evil.
sense, no common courtesy whatsoever.
Ugh.
Just even when you're like, I don't know, trying to go through a door and you're opening the door for yourself, and someone like either barges past you from behind you, or just cutting in. Oh, I'm getting angry. Just people have no manners. There are some really great people out there, but a lot of people have no manners. They've got no respect for others, but they respect back. Yeah, they respect like you to show them respect.
What the fuck did you just say?
They expect
They
respect back.
Yeah, they expect you to show respect to them, or just to let them get away with what they do.
Yeah. I think sometimes you naturally want to get like this. I would instantly be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go and speak to whoever's on the ticket booth to sort it out," rather than me getting involved, just in case anything did happen.
But I was like, "What? I got to walk out of the film missing bits of the film that I've seen."
Send Beth.
No, because at times you have to man up, and she would have done it, to be fair, but she shouldn't have to.
No.
Instead, she needs to see her boyfriend acting like a violent aggressor.
I don't know.
It was the first time, I think, that she's ever seen me,
really?
like, super, like...
And it'll be the last time, John, okay?
Hey.
Violent aggressor.
Hey, it's sorted out. I find, in a situation like that, if you act like you can fuck people up, he might have fucked me up. I don't even know. He's probably had more fights than I've ever had in my life. But it's all about the front you put up in a fight, I think. I was confident and angry enough just to be like, "No, you're a fucking prick. You need to leave."
Was the film good?
The film was very good, yeah. Very violent. It has no effect on people. No.
Unfortunately, we lost about 30 seconds of audio there.
Oh,
Really?
I
no.
can't tell where it was, but
It was probably when I was effing and jeffing.
could have been. So I'll have to stitch it together.
Oh, no.
Maybe just-
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I tried to, but you were all just fucking talking, and I'm not the type to interrupt. I don't want to get in the way of your good time.
Good man.
You
John stood up
ruined
and
my...
was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? Shut, bro!"
You need to fucking leave, mate.
Mm.
So yeah, just be careful, people out there. I'll turf you out of a cinema.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
It is dangerous to be alone.
It's-
John's in the cinema
Yeah.
with you. What, you've been a dick in the cinema?
Yeah.
It was you,
No,
wouldn't it? On your
no.
flip phone.
Yeah, it was me.
You
dressed
burner.
up as a scally.
Timmy, turn up.
No, I've told people to shut the fuck up in the cinema before.
Really? You?
Because no one else will they?
No.
So somebody has to, and I'll do it.
I imagine you're like, oh, excuse me. Please be quiet.
You imagine wrong.
Go on
I
then,
can be
reenact it.
Reenact it.
Yeah. Oh, this film's really bad. Oh,
I don't like this film. It's
Hey.
rubbish.
Don't look at me like that.
Can you please keep it down? People have paid to see this film.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you do that the first
They
time.
just do that, and then they shut up because they look in my eyes and they see a killer.
See, maybe where I went wrong was
Maybe
Beth
you're
did it the
both
first time.
psychos.
They look at me and they think, that guy's got eyes like a wolf. Wolves kill for fun. Let's sit down and be quiet.
They saw all that
Yeah, they saw
in
all
the
that.
cinema, in the dark cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because
Because your eyes glow green or something in the night.
I had contacts on. My telling people to shut up contacts.
Got crazy eyes.
Yeah,
God.
that's how you do it.
Have you ever had a fight?
Haven't we talked about this before?
Might have.
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, really?
Don't think so.
I've never had a fight. I've never had a physical fight. Obviously, I've argued with people before, but no. Oh, I was gonna repeat a story, but like whenever me or Fern bring out my cousin, Beth always takes the piss out of us because apparently we talk about it all the time. It happened in Benidorm for Beth's hen party. Have I ever told you this?
I don't know. Vaguely something.
Tell it again.
Again, I'll explain it again, and I'll just miss out every other word, so it's more interesting.
Jess's old stories.
Hi guys, welcome to the new segment. I'm going to tell you a story very badly.
Old story.
An old story. No, basically, me and Fern, cousin Fern, we were in Benidorm for cousin Beth's hen party, and me and Fern don't like socialising and we don't drink.
Yeah,
So
me either.
Best place
High
to go,
five.
Benidorm.
Yeah, which
Perfect holiday.
is awful. Benidorm is just a shithole. I had a nice time, but not for Benidorm, just because I was with people I liked. Some people. Basically, we were walking back to the hotel. We'd got chips because we were hungry, and as we were walking past, I heard this guy say something along, because I had a bridesmaid sash, because we had bridesmaid sashes on, and I thought he said, bridesmaids, you shouldn't be eating that, I mean in the chips, bridesmaids aren't meant to be fat. That's what I thought he said, and it was along the lines of that.
Right.
And I turned round and I went from 0 to 100. I was like, you what?
0 to 63.
Yes, 0 to 63. Couldn't take it any further than that. And I was like, you what? Like, I was so enraged. And he was like, oh, nothing. And I was like, no, what did you say? I was a bit like that woman from the Humongous video. You what?
Filming him.
Humongous what? No. And and it was kind of like he didn't know if he was gonna stick up for himself, so he
Okay.
was just like, I just said like, oh, you shouldn't be eating that because like chips are bad for you, kind of thing. But he was still being quite aggressive, and because he was with these two other women, I think he wanted to seem like he was like, I don't know, brave
Really
or
big
whatever.
bollocks.
Really big bollocks. And then Fern chipped in, and I've never seen Fern like Aggie. She was just like, don't talk to my sister, like my sister like that, like trying to like back me up and like literally getting really leery, and I was just like, it's alright, Fern, like holding her back. It was so funny after, just how angry we both got when we didn't really hear what he'd said. I just assumed he'd called me fat. I was obviously feeling incredibly insecure whilst eating my chips. But it was just like what she said to him. She's like, what gives you the right to say stuff to people in the street? And I don't know if I said like you're bold, but I didn't point it out. I don't know if that was like an afterthought, like, oh, I should have said that, you know, like
Bold
break up
shaming.
Yeah, that would change things between us.
But you know, stuff, you know, when you have like an argument or something, you don't know if you've actually said it in the moment.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I've got close and like I actually thought I was gonna hit him. But yeah, say people are dicks, me myself included.
Yeah.
But I've never been in a fight. Sometimes I think I would I don't know. I'd be interested to see how I would cope.
You're a bit worried that you go too far.
Maybe.
I can see it in you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just black out and you wake up with blood on your
Yeah.
hands and you just be like, what the fuck?
This isn't mine.
Taste it. It's not mine.
Rub it on your face and move on.
No, I think I've said this to you before. Like, sometimes I'm worried that I could flip. Like, I might flip out. No, just stuff like, I don't know, walking home. If I'm walking home and it's dark and there's no one about, it's always like, oh, what would happen if this happened to me now? What would happen if someone attacked me from behind, like grabbed me around the throat? What would I do? And I always think to myself, I've usually got a lighter in my pocket. I'd probably threaten to set them on fire.
Yeah, no, seriously, if someone grabs you from behind and attacks you, there's nothing off limits, I don't think.
No.
If someone physically assaults you, you'd
Oh yeah, I see all that.
fuck shit up.
Well, I'd obviously, if that ever happened, I would like to think I would warn them, like, I will do this if you're going to try and hurt me. I wouldn't just, like, lol.
See, I wouldn't.
Like them.
I'd be like, if you've grabbed me, you're mine now.
But
If I can do anything, I'm gonna do everything. I'll break legs.
But
I would fucking choke someone to death. I don't give a fuck.
I think if anything, touch wood, if anything happened, I would feel better about myself if I know I had said, like, I'd warned them, like a verbal threat. They didn't listen, then I actually did it. I don't know, rather than just, I'm not setting anyone on fire, but I have thoughts like that. Just like, I don't know how I would do. Most likely I'd probably run off, walk very fast off. Like, I'd probably chicken out or just be like, yeah, take my money. But I always like to think that I would fight back. And I think I'd be a dirty fighter.
You should always have a mouthful of spirits.
I wondered
that
what
when
you were going to say.
So it's not an attack, so you can just
Oh, right, okay.
fucking set the world ablaze.
Yeah. I'm glad you said spirits.
Yeah, what else would I have said?
I don't know what you were going to
That's
say.
not a valid way to
I
get
know,
an attacker to stop. I'll suck your dick, I'll suck your dick.
It's pretty good.
That
I'll
would...
suck your dick, it's fine.
and then just bite down. I like how you're thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty attacker blood.
Yeah.
Pop it in
You
your
know.
mouth.
Yeah. Just flick the nuts.
Uh,
Like playing conkers, you know?
or if you just
people-
always got spunk in your mouth.
That's what
Just
I do.
spit that, and imagine how disgusted you'd be.
It'd sting his eyes. Well, I'm assuming it's a guy. It could be a girl. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a great strategy for...
Yeah.
For,
I'll stick with this
avoiding
setting people on
conflict.
fire.
So, like, I always thought, like, you know, if you're on an aeroplane or something and someone, like, took a hostage, the thought of, like, I gotta sit here for an hour and we might die, I just couldn't deal with it would be the time thing more than I was gonna die. I'd want to get it over with then and there. So I would just do
Just
whatever it would take just to fuck that guy up. And I'd deal with the consequences afterwards. Like, oh, I'd go to jail, I wouldn't give a shit.
Survive or die trying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in
I'm
its
gonna get that tattooed on my belly. Survive or die trying.
not to eat pizza.
Yeah.
Just on the back, a little stamp tramp. Tramp stamp. No, in a situation like that, or you know when people rob banks, mainly in the films, when people rob banks now, like, oh, get down on the floor, like, don't try and be the hero.
No, see,
Surely if everyone stood up and fought back.
in that situation, I'd probably just stay on the floor because my life isn't physically threatened if you just stay on the floor. But in the thing where, like, you're on an airplane and it's getting hijacked or something,
Yeah.
I could possibly die, so therefore you've got to do something. Do you know what I mean? Like, but like going back to like what happened Monday, I was thinking, as I was sat in the cinema, thinking about, oh, what if he had a knife or something? The thought of me having to go to hospital with a knife wound was making me angrier. Like the waste of time that I would have to drive to the hospital and be in hospital for like hours, maybe days, because of this little fucking shit. And I didn't even know he had a knife or anything.
Yeah.
But that was making me angrier and angrier.
But it goes through your head, doesn't it? I've coined the phrase split second big thoughts. Because in that split second, everything that could possibly happen goes on in your head, and you're like, oh fuck. Wouldn't it be horrible if you were on a plane and like a bunch of people stood up and you killed them all, and then you were known as like the flash mob killer, and they were about to do a flash mob on a plane, and you just murdered everyone? It was like an advert for T-Mobile or something.
What?
I'd be like, sorry, T-Mobile.
Killed your flash mob. Why else would people stand up on a plane in unison? It's either terrorists or a flash mob.
What? So you're on a plane?
I don't think I'd be attacking people just for standing up on a plane. Sit the fuck down!
What, you do it in the cinema? I don't know where you'll do it.
Hang on. You're
My
on
church,
a plane.
bro.
Yeah.
You're on a plane. And
This doesn't need discussing, but yeah.
No,
it's a
I'm
silly,
trying to-
stupid
I'm trying to-
joke.
Oh, well, it's
But
not
go on.
funny because I'm not laughing.
Alright, fine.
Oh.
You're on a plane.
Yeah.
People stand up and you kill them.
Yeah, because you think they're terrorists and they're going to hijack the plane.
Oh.
But it turned out to be a flash mob. It was...
You'd be too busy listening to a Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, chew the seeds.
Joe Rogan didn't talk about cheese.
I don't know Joe
You'd
Rogan.
have thought he said you were fat for eating chips then. The way you turned on him. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
In a jar of piss.
Hey, Jess.
Your slightly got blim burns.
Blimpin.
Why would it?
I don't know.
Hey, Jess.
I haven't worn that out.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a cock?
Numerous times.
Are you tired of your natural vagina?
Sometimes.
Well, we may have an answer. The good people at genie.com are offering you, our listeners, a great new offer. If you enter the code RUB1OUT on their website, they will send you a magic lamp that once rubbed will allow you to obtain a magic penis for a year. That's right, a few rubs and a dick will magically grow to replace your vagina. The dick can be returned at any time, up to 21 days, as long as it is clean and in working order. Don't delay, rub one out today and start using your magic dick tomorrow. That's right, next day shipping. Genie.com. It's magic, dick. So sponsored content there from Genie.com.
I think they're my favourite sponsors.
Is it rub one with a O-N-E or a number one?
Number one. That's rub,
One.
numerical
Singular.
one, out.
Like a dick.
It could be W-O-N. Because everyone's
It's
a
one.
when you've got a natural dick.
Does the length depend on how hard you rub?
It's your natural dick.
Oh yeah.
It'd be whatever you are as a man.
Right.
They must have been listening to last week's podcast.
They must have, and I'm glad they did because I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You can make a business out of anything now, can't
Yeah. Like speaking for an hour and a half.
you? If we could get paid for this would be...
It would be great.
I think I might have to spend more than 2 minutes writing a fake advert
To get
if we were getting paid for stuff.
If you could pick a sponsor,
for my life.
for this podcast, who would you choose? What brand would you want?
What brand would I want?
Yeah,
Oh, probably
Nutella.
the first thing that came to my head was Pringles, but that's the most inappropriate sponsor ever.
Once you pod, you can't stop.
Yeah, I was thinking they'd just be loud when you're eating them. I just why I thought Pringles.
Do you love Pringles?
I
No,
do really.
you
I
just
enjoy
do.
a Pringle, but it's true. You can't stop.
Yeah, that's true. Until they're all gone, all the Pringles.
Mm.
Amazon. I'd like to be sponsored by Amazon. Get that sweet Amazon money.
We could have a portal.
We could.
Like on the Two Guys and a Girl website and go through the Amazon portal and we'll get a small percentage of anything you buy.
And,
Definitely.
And what you buy, we get all of the purchases.
It's just a wish list.
They send them to
You
us.
trick people into that.
Oh, probably. I'll try it. Maybe like I was gonna say Spunk.
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 Like a sex
Sponsor.
sex company. We talk about dicks enough.
Is Spunk a sex company or have you just made it up?
No.
I thought you said it was the fake jizz.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she did.
That I didn't do
She said.
anything, John.
That's what she did. That mess you left.
No, that's the name of the lubricant that looks like
Oh, right, okay, it
male
is, yeah.
semen. The only semen. Spunk. No, maybe like a dildo company, just for the lols. Just have them on your desk, isn't it?
We could make microphone stands out of them.
We could. Just like throw hoops at them. When we've got a lull in the conversation.
Put them up our butts.
We can put them up our butts as well.
Yeah.
I've got enough room.
Use them like whoopee cushions, so you don't know when it's gonna get it. But you're gonna get it at some point.
We need to get local sponsorship, like Sweet Carlo's deal.
Carlos, I might get one tonight actually.
Get that Sweet Carlo's deal.
I'm going to. I haven't eaten much today.
Oh, so you can have bad food.
Yeah.
Okay, you do what you want.
Hey, I'm the lightest I've been in maybe 3 years right now. I
Yeah.
can afford to eat cheesy crust.
Every Sunday.
Yeah. Every damn Sunday.
You do what you want.
I will.
Who would you want to sponsor you then?
Oh. Apple. We get some free shit. My MacBook's on its way out, I think.
Is it?
Not on its way out, but it's been very slow this week.
It's probably from all the sweet podcasts you've recorded, isn't it?
I record my own ones when you're not here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
bitching about me.
And I do all 3 parts. Yeah.
How does that sound?
It's like, welcome to 2 Guys and a Girl. Yeah, I'm Jess. And then it's like, I'm John, sit down and shut up. And then that
Carry
goes
on.
on like that.
Carry on. I really want to hear this.
Goes on like that.
Yeah.
So how was your week, Jess? Oh, it's been really good. I'm sleeping a lot. What have you done, John? Good angry! It just goes on like that a lot.
So if we were Avengers, then you saying I'd be the Hulk,
I think so.
a rage monster.
And Beth would be Black Widow because she calmed you down.
Yeah.
Did do a great job on Monday.
Who am I going to be?
I was so angry.
Sleeping Beauty is not a Marvel comic
You
book.
would be... I don't know, Thor?
Thor?
Yeah.
Why?
He loves chips too.
You're often like... yeah, you're often off doing other things and you're late sometimes.
When am I late? I said 6:30 today. What time did I turn up? 5.
You're off slinging hammers.
No, I turned up at 6. Can't tell the time. That's why I'm late for things.
I don't know.
Maybe be War Machine, because sometimes you just don't turn up in things.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Enjoy your water, John.
Who would you be?
Just Spider-Man, obviously.
Vision.
Why?
You're monotone.
Vision's not monotone, is he? He's got quite a nice floaty voice.
No, he's monotone, mate.
Nothing.
Well, just full of insults today.
It's kind of a bitter podcast.
Yeah, I mean, mean.
We can call it quits if you want, unless you've got anything else to say.
Well, I've got something that I thought we could look at,
Yeah.
because I found an article about, this was on BBC News.
Not BuzzFeed.
No, it's on a legit website. And the headline is, Being born in Wales makes you Welsh, poll says.
Say what?
Most people think you have to be born in Wales to be Welsh. I'd have thought that's the only way you can be Welsh, is if you're born in Wales.
I'm curious as to where this is going.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what a fucking stupid poll to have.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like, only a third, 33% of people, believed being able to speak Welsh made someone Welsh.
What?
Well, no, it doesn't. If you can speak Welsh, it doesn't mean you're Welsh, does it?
What the actual fuck?
I know. In a survey of more than 1,000 people in Wales, more than 90% thought being born in the country made someone Welsh.
Well done, those 90%.
Like-
Correct.
How else are you going to be Welsh?
What?
Second on the list was having 2 Welsh parents, with 87% backing the option.
So,
Well,
this is what I mean. People are so stupid. Loads of people speak English. Don't make them English.
let me play devil's advocate.
No. A Japanese person born in Japan who speaks English is not English.
Let me play devil's advocate here, though. just because of your geographical location of where you were born, does that make... I know it makes you a citizen of that country, but does it make you Japanese? If you're born to two Welsh parents, just you happen to be in Japan at the time, are you Welsh or are you Japanese? Because your lineage is Welsh.
You're Japanese.
Why
Technically,
though?
you're
What if you're on
Japanese.
holiday?
You're born there,
You're
though.
born in Japan.
You wouldn't have citizenship if you were
You
born
would.
on holiday in
would.
Japan.
You would?
Yeah.
You'd have dual citizenship.
Bullshit.
Pretty sure.
No, isn't it? Hang on.
No,
If I
no
went, say I
fucking
went to
way.
America now,
Yeah.
and I got pregnant over there, and say I was pregnant and I went over there and I gave birth.
Yeah.
My child would be a citizen of America.
If you
So-
lived there, yeah.
No,
Not if you were just there on holiday.
I'm sure.
No, because
Because if they're born in America, they're an American citizen. So I would.
You're
have,
registered in America.
I would disagree. If you were born to two Welsh parents anywhere else in the world, just like say it was a holiday, Welsh.
I couldn't. No. I would agree that you were probably Welsh as well, but I would consider you could still legitimately say I was born in Japan. I'm
I
Japanese.
was born in Japan, but
You're not Japanese. You're
Oh,
not
oh,
Japanese.
oh! Racist over here.
Yeah, racist.
Oh.
You know you're not Japanese.
you were born in Japan.
John,
But
you
you're
know
from-
you're not Japanese.
I was born in Wales, mate. So I'm Welsh.
But I would say, to make logical sense in my head, it depends what your lineage is, more on the geographical location.
Okay, then.
Born. So
The
No,
backside of your argument: two Jamaican parents come over to Wales
Yeah.
and they give birth to a son. Is he Welsh?
I would say he was Jamaican by race, lineage, genetics, but he has Welsh citizenship. I wouldn't say he was Welsh
So
because
what?
he's not from here.
But if you
No, yeah, but
if
how
you were
far are you
born
going to
in
go
Wales-
back?
Well, you know, it's impossible to say, right, you've got to have like 6 grandparents that were Welsh. It's impossible to say that.
So what about Asian families?
Yeah.
So say the grandparents came from India,
Uh-huh.
they moved over to London, had children.
Mhm.
Are those
Still
children
Indian.
But they're born in London.
They're Londoners, but they're Indian.
Yeah, with their Indian ethnicity,
Yeah. So you
but
might have
nationality is.
Yes,
We're
you're
probably-
Welsh,
We're probably arguing
English.
different things here.
I completely understand. If my parents, who are both from Wales, went to Japan and had me over there, yes, I'm more than likely going to be raised in Wales, Welsh. I wouldn't say I'm Japanese. I would say I was born in Japan,
Yeah.
but I'm from Wales.
Yeah.
But
But if you lived in
Technically.
Japan then afterwards,
yeah,
even though your parents are still Welsh, you're brought up
yeah.
in an English speaking Welsh household, but you lived in Japan. Are you Japanese then? Because you were born in Japan and you lived there.
For a little bit. But it's like people who their parents are from Wales, but they moved to England and had their children.
They're English.
Then they're English, even though their family are from Wales.
I think it is different if obviously you're a different race or something because you don't look Japanese. So therefore it would be hard to associate yourself as a Japanese person. But if you're born and raised in Japan, you are Japanese.
See, for me, lineage still trumps geographical location.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying about citizenship.
Okay, then
Your parents moved to Japan and moved there to live, and you were born in Japan. I still wouldn't call you Japanese.
well, I am.
She
wish
would
you
be.
were.
That's why I'm so soft-spoken and
She'd
polite.
be so kawaii.
Doesn't make sense to me. No.
Yep. Okay, then if Mum and Dad moved to England and you were born in England and I was born in Wales, you'd be English.
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
It would.
You would.
You'd be born in
My
England.
lineage is Welsh.
But yeah, of course. But then
But
it's
no, because geographical fucking boundaries are all nonsense anyway. What
Yeah,
if I was
but-
born like a millimetre in England? Am
So
I
what?
English?
Yeah, but why
What?
associate with Welsh and be born in Wales then?
Because that's where you come from. That's your history.
yeah, but there are
But
people.
your history is in England if you were born in
No, it's
England.
not. My history is in Wales because my family.
Not your
comes from-
history,
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so what about?
Because genetics
What about
push on into the
generations
future,
of
don't they?
families then? So this is why I said about like the Asian community. They have many generations, well, just like many other families, but it'll be like the grandparents are from, say, India, they had children, and then they had children. At what point does it become the grandparents are Indian, their great-great-grandchildren are Londoners or Welsh? Like, where does that cross over? So their ancestry and their lineage is still from India.
Yeah.
They may have never been to India.
So, in my view, say you had a mixed race person that was half Spanish, half Japanese.
Right.
Their lineage, they would be half Spanish, half Japanese. They may be born in America, so they'd be an American citizen, but they're not American. They're half Spanish, half Japanese.
Okay, then, so...
Because that is the components that have made that person.
Right.
Doesn't matter where you're born, for me, on Earth.
Black people in America refer to themselves as African American, right?
Right.
I would say that 99.999% of those people have never been to Africa. Their parents have never been to Africa.
Yeah.
Their grandparents have never been to Africa. Maybe their great-great-grandparents were brought over from Africa. So why don't they just call themselves Americans?
Or Africans.
Well, they can't be Africans because they weren't born in Africa. You can't be an African citizen because you weren't born in Africa.
An African person.
I would say, do you know what tribe or country your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents came from? No.
It'll get to a point of like assimilation into the culture, won't it? So if you go and move to France, you live there for a while, you have children in France, they're going to grow up more French than they are.
Yeah, my children would be French, but I'd be Welsh.
Eventually, but I would say your children would be more Welsh than French because where they come from.
I wouldn't have them speaking that
Genetically.
filthy language.
But then eventually it will
Filter
assimilate
through.
into, yeah. So like generations down the line, you wouldn't be able to tell your kids, your great-great-grandkids ever came from Wales. But if you were born in France from two Welsh parents, I would say you're more Welsh than French.
Yes, I agree. But again, it's where does it filter through? So like my what?
Nothing. I was gonna.
3 generations.
Stupid. Yeah, I was gonna make an arbitrary like.
I thought you were throwing
5
juices in.
children.
No,
And
so
then,
like I think my family history, when I was looking into it before, the furthest I could kind of get any information was they were from Somerset. Some family moved over. Some family were. So I think my grandpa's side was from Somerset. My nan's side from Ireland. They moved over to America. Same with all families and all people. They've got family all over the world. They came from all over the place. But the majority of my family that are alive today and relatives who have obviously since died were Welsh. They were from Wales. I wouldn't associate myself with my English side of the family. Am I just
They're
blaming?
filthy English bastards. No.
Just as
that's
like
your heritage, though.
yeah,
That's
heritage.
like-
I've got Irish heritage. I've got Cypriot heritage. Got American heritage.
I
I'm
think it depends.
Welsh.
It depends on how far back, and nobody could put a label on it.
No.
But if you were born on a holiday, it's like my sister once asked me, because mum and dad were gonna move to, or they were talking about moving to Singapore when they were younger. So my sister once asked me, what would we look like if we'd been born in Singapore? And I looked at her and I was like, are you stupid? I was like, we'd look exactly as we look now because our parents are our parents. She expected us to have like Singaporean looks, and I was
get
like,
that.
no, that's not how geography doesn't dictate your look. Or
No.
Yeah. Anyway, we're like an hour and a half in. Are you googling something?
I was
Jack?
just gonna. I can't even spell citizen. I was just gonna Google UK citizen has child in America or USA. I just want to see because I'm pretty sure.
But
Like, I understand what you're saying about citizenship.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you American just because you're born in America.
8% of people think if you've lived in Wales for up to 5 years, you're Welsh.
No, they can fuck off.
But you're not Welsh because time spent somewhere.
Why would you want to forget who you are and where you come from?
But it's like saying you could put it into, and I know this is a very unpopular viewpoint at the moment. If you dress up as a woman for 5 years, are you a woman? No, you're not. You're still a man.
Yeah.
So if you live in a country for 5 years, you don't become that culture or that person. You are still Welsh. You just live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point.
But
So if you're born in America on a holiday, you're not American. You're still Welsh. You just happen to be born there.
When you want to be a bit American
I
now.
would love to be American.
And you just, I don't know if I was not listening properly, but haven't you just dictated your own thing? If you just said, say you dressed as a woman for 5 years,
Yeah.
you're not a woman,
No.
you're still you.
Still you.
So if you were born in America and you lived in the UK for 26 years,
No, because
you're still American.
No. Your genetics dictate, in my viewpoint, your genetics dictate what you are.
Okay.
So if you've got Welsh parents and they have a strong Welsh line, but you happen to be born in America.
I don't know, like with
More
white
Welsh than
people though,
American.
with like Caucasian people, it's not as like obvious, let's say.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like I don't know, an African who lives in Nigeria, but then their parents, their parents are Nigerian and they're born in Tanzania or something like that. Like that's the same as like us being born in England, but our parents are Welsh, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which I suppose it's a personal choice at the end of the day, isn't it? It's what you would want to identify as.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I don't know. It's just interesting. Like if you're born in Wales, you're Welsh to me. That's just what. Like why even have a poll about it?
I don't know. Fair enough. We should probably end it there. We're 5 minutes over time.
Oh dear.
I know.
Gosh.
SoundCloud won't be happy.
Well.
Okay then, Jess. Well, I did sign up for Dangerous to Go Alone crate this week.
I'm gonna do it now.
Are you going anywhere alone?
I might go somewhere next weekend.
Yeah, alone. Well, it's very dangerous to do that.
It is, and people are dicks, so I want to go alone.
Here, take this.
What is that? What's that?
What is it?
What is it?
It's a voucher code for your own fucking Dangerous to Go Alone loot crate. You cheeky bitch.
So thoughtful, John. Thank you.
Better for having dick warmers delivered.
It was my dick warmer. Fuck's sake. And my flip-flop covered in spunk. How am I going to get one of those? Stole it. Anyway. Goodbye.
Ciao. Oh good, I can eat my double-decker dinky bites now.